I can barely breathe now. Quick remaster, $10 in Steam. If I find time to play it, then yeah. There's just not enough time. Not enough time for everything. There's a Wastelands 3 final DLC, the Ultimate Edition of Wasteland 3. There's this Quake Remastered. I haven't played Resident Evil Village yet. There's the second run that's awaiting also for Breath of the Righteous. I'm still on the first one. There's Diablo 2 that's coming out. There's just not enough time. Just not enough time. I haven't checked new games for a long time. I heard this is voiced by Geralt. Geralt's voice actor. Tales of Iron. Souls-like. Metroidvania. It looks very unique. I like it. I might give it a shot for some quick run. This is some Chinese garbage. Age of Empires 4. Age of Empires 4 on 28 October. Fucking hell. For real. The game of my youth. The Age of Empires 1 and 2. Caesar 2 and 3. Pharaon. Last Kingdom. Seven Kingdoms. Crash, Kill, and Destroy. Heroes of Might and Magic 2 and 3 were strategies I played the most. Also Command and Conquer. Warcraft 1 and 2. Starcraft 1. Looks messy to me. It really looks messy to me. Who made this? Who has the right on Age of Empires? Doesn't look that impressive. It looks like it's like a 10-year-old game. At least 10 years old game. But I hope at least the gameplay is good. A lot of units, that's why the graphics downgrade. That's a lot of units. That's an insane amount of units. $60 for this one. A Relic Entertainment, World's Edge, Xbox Game Studios. Nothing beats Wrath of the Righteous, to be honest. In a long, long time, nothing will beat it. Perhaps Elden Ring will be a cool release to play on day one. This is from 96. What's the name of the new Quake? I have Black Gazer in my wish list. I've seen the CRPG Black Gazer. I know. I'm gonna need to play that too. That one is so fucking similar to Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. A free update. Ah. Uh-huh. You know what's funny in the last, like, 3 weeks or so, I'm receiving tons of keys from devs for different games, including some AAA titles, for free, of course. When I was asking for those keys, you know, for the upcoming games 3 years ago, no one ever responded, okay? And now, when I have around 50k views a day on YouTube, then they offer on their own. So now, if I want to, I got around 50 to 60 upcoming games that I can play even before they're released. But I categorically refuse to do it. I can go with some devs that are new, like those from Solasta, okay, that made Solasta, and similar upcoming devs. For them, I can play pre-release games and so on. But for AAA games, I don't give a fuck if they give me keys or not. I really don't give a fuck anymore. That's a shit life, you know, when you try to make a success at something, and when you ask for something, you know, to create content out of nothing, they refuse, alright? But now they wanna do it. Okay? Now you wanna do it. When I got 50k views a day, now you wanna do it. Now I don't wanna do it. Bloody assholes. Black Gazer, eh? I could do it for Black Gazer. Alright? I could do it for Black Gazer. Fuck AAAs. Only and only for new devs. Yeah, it's like perfection. Like I'm seeing Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 again, man. We're gonna play the shit out of this one also, by the way. I'll grab the key for it. Like I'm seeing Baldur's Gate 2. Amazing. I can already tell it's gonna be good. August 26th. But it's early access. I would play the full version. I would really play the full version. Fucking early access, man. Encased. Well, I think I played Uncased. I believe I played Uncased. I played Uncased. If we're speaking about the same game.
Started. The year was 1971.
When was this? 2019.
The dome was discovered in a remote desert, a gigantic structure of unknown origin. Then, the leading world
I completely forgot about this
the
one.
Cronus Corporation.
Let's play the posters in the cabin.
Ah, the futuristic CRPG.
It's gonna be down with the game.
Very weird CRPG, that's what I remember from it. Very weird CRPG. It has voice acting, what? Full voice acting? I get old. What do you mean I don't get old? I get old. Then that tongue, yeah. Yeah, you just can't play any other game when there's Wrath of the Righteous. You just can't play anything else. I completely agree. People, to everyone that joined in, hello again. Let's go. I won't survive all of you. I might outlive all of you. That's a different thing. But you never know. I don't know, Yurian. I don't know. I'm not even thinking about it. No, I still don't have time to test it out. No, I've been smoking for more than 20 years now. I don't even cough. Talk to Volgif in private. Spearmen look exactly the same like archers. But helmets. Thank God there is TP. Thank God there is TP. We should do green gates. We go to Volgif first. Since the last thing I did was his quest. Don't go for it. I mean, it depends on the difficulty. I already explained how spells work. If you play on harder difficulties, you need to be proficient in certain spells for them to work. If you play on easier difficulties, then you can go with banishment to cancel enemy summons and similar crap. Okay. Now, basically that's all of your choice, how you wanna play it and what you wanna do. I don't like wasting my spells on things like banishment because they don't work. You need something that on a harder difficulty, when you play on harder difficulties, you need spells that have that partial success. Even if they fail, they gonna do something, okay? And not a complete waste. I like relying on spells that they actually do something always. Alright, so make sure that it says partial success when you learn the new spell. For example, I don't know, I'll need to check. I learned those partial spells. For example. You see, reflex, half. Okay, partial, half. Here where it says saving throw. Make sure that it's half. Make sure that it's partial. Make sure that it actually does something. So you don't waste it for nothing. You know, things like that. You wanted to tell me something in private? I know how to word it so you don't just drag me straight to the Inquisitors. You were the one who wanted to talk. Shunt of the Abyss. Well, you got me there. I don't know how to put it. This never happened to me before. Bear with me. I'm not one to gush about my feelings, you know, and this is a hard thing to talk about. I still can't believe you took me back. No one has ever done anything like that for me before. So I guess I can trust you with some things. Not all of them though. My shadow. Did I tell you it talks now? Well, it happened after I started carrying the moon of the abyss with me. And that's not the only thing that happened. It's been giving me strange dreams, like I'm falling inside some kind of a crystal. I keep falling forever. Everything around me is shining, but dreams don't mean anything. I thought it was because the wound is so near, but there's something else. Chief, I'm stronger, my fingers tingle anytime I use magic now, like it's dying to come out. It wasn't like this before. I did some magic, but now it's like I can do some real damage, you know? This never happened before I took the moon. Chief, I don't know what to do with these powers. What if they get stronger? I mean, I always thought about what I'd do if I suddenly become rich and powerful. I'd show everyone my true word, but I'm not ready for this. Too much for a simple fella like me. Yeah, this is my grandfather's inheritance. But why'd he leave it to me? Do you think he really wanted me to become stronger so I could grab what the world owed me? As payment for all the kicks and blows, for all the mucking at the way I was born? What if it's a trap? We owe it good. Think how much you can do for the crusade now. For what? Listen, Chief, I didn't sign up to be a crusader. I'm with you because you seem alright. Better than this scum in shining armor hanging around the queen. I owe nothing to no one. They owe me twice over for everything I've been through in this life. These fighters for peace are hypocrites. They do whatever terrible things they want, pray to their gods for forgiveness, and keep on doing what they did before. They ain't getting my power. I'll decide what to do with it. Voitel, Igefels, there are too many demons hanging around you, and the moon of the abyss turned out to be a demonic origin as well. I think I like it. If it was up to me, I would never have met them. This is how I see it. Igefels must be my grandfather, since they call me his spawn, Votiel, that spiked ugly mug. Came to try to collect some of the old demon debt from me. I know how it goes, we have uncles for this in the family. Big thugs, but without the spikes. Who go around beating money out of late payers. The Hepzimira, he's talking about must be like our sister Kerisme, but for demons. And old Gramps crossed her somehow, and she just can't get over it. He probably stole the moon of the abyss from her. I don't know, but I would have. And the moon... Grandpa, you should have left me a note or something. Chief, I think he expected better of me than how I turned out in the end. He probably thought he'd have a smart grandkid who knew what the moon was for. And what to do with it. But he got me. So, what if he was a demon? I don't wanna let him down, you know. He believed in me, I guess. Just you and him, Chief. The only two people in the world who believe in me. That's why I have to figure this thing out. Voljev. What we're gonna do now is a quick sell. I can sell it here. What is this now? The last decided to chip in. You'll be taking care of us, Commander, so we decided to take care of you. Please take this gift. Get yourself a magic ring or a new helmet. We'll be very happy if you do. Accept the money, thank you. Take this gold. And all of you raise a glass to my health instead. And these funds to the campaign war chest. We'll get more use out of them that way. Take this gold and all of you raise a glass to my health instead. It was supposed to be a gift for you, but I'll do as you say. There will be many wishes of good health and toast to your name later this evening, Commander. Alright. From descending. Baphomet cultist heavy shields. Padded armor of refined maneuver, and we got this exquisite chain bard. Don't know what to do with it. Bulk. Hey, this belt of demonic shadow is quite good also. You need to cast level 6 or higher spells to summon a shadow demon. And only one such demon can be present on the battlefield. Marksman bracers. Enemies need to be prone, stunned, or staggered to prolong their condition. Where this bracers confirms a crit with two-handed weapon. The enemy must pass a will saving throw DC 24 or become unable to attack for a round. Ring of Protection +2, +3 competence bonus on touch attack rolls. Who uses touch attacks in a team? No one has touch attacks. I don't have those single target touch attacks at all. A single ray, goddammit, something. Anything at all. No one has a single touch attack spell. I can give it to Neo. I'm gonna learn something from her. Sell this and let's switch a bit. Where's Neo? Bolgiev, he doesn't have anything. All utilities. I think it's all utility. I like selling one by one, so I actually know what I'm selling. No one else with trickery, you have Paladin for that. Put trickery on Scylla. Just respec and put trickery on Scylla. Have that many level 6 spells. Although Diran doesn't need Constitution. He can spawn a Shadow. He doesn't need Constitution, he's not fighting at all. I pour all of my money also on army stuff. Only bought 2 items in a game and it happened yesterday. I bought a shield for myself because I just can't find a fucking shield and this one is just... It was waiting at this cap. Plus it raised my damage so much.
Head on!
As well as armor class. Captain Oden. Tall, gaunt half-elf salutes you solemnly. Commander, it's an honor to call the first meeting of the military council to order. I'm Captain Oden. I've been serving under your command ever since the assault on the Grey Garrison. I'll do my best to be as much of use to you as possible in this role. The foundation of the military is called calculation and discipline. These are the principles I will seek to impart to the Crusaders. If we are to win this war, we must forget about the mercy. For our enemies, for our troops, and for ourselves. Commander, your sister Scylla is now renowned general, but she spent half her life tussling with evil. It looks like I'll be stepping up on behalf of all of Yamadea's faithful here. I hope my advice will prove useful. The enemy has us beat on both numbers and strength, nothing unusual in my line of work. To win, we'll need cunning and news, and I have few tips on that score. It might be Grey Boar. The first issue on the military council agenda is the reorganization of troops. Our infantry has been bled dry. The forces Her Majesty granted to us were enough to take Dresden, but we need more troops to hold it. Furthermore, the army was assembled in great haste after the assault on Kenebres and was never adequately equipped. Unfortunately, we don't have much time for redeployment. Our scouts report that a powerful Baylor, Mazadeh. The Baylor Koramazadeh, one of the Skari's most powerful generals, the one we met at the start of Dresden, already preparing a retaliatory strike on Dresden. We can't rely on freshly conscripted Mendavian soldiers. They may not have the skill, but our strength as always lies in the number and the fervor of the volunteers joining the crusade. We can't throw anyone into the meat grinder. We'll just get our youths killed for nothing. We need to select the best among the recruits, or even better, call the contest. The bravest and the most capable will join the Crusaders. The death count is always highest in the infantry. Its purpose is to serve as a shield. It will be wise to invest our resources in hiring and training heavy footmen with shields to ensure maximum protection, even if it limits their mobility and makes them less threatening to the enemy. Given that I'm not a soldier, it's difficult for me to advise you on military matters, but have you considered rearming your soldiers? Charging a giant monster when all you have is a sword and a shield is suicide. Give them spears at least. That'll improve their chances somewhat. Captain Odan, what does military council do? It determines the strategy for our troops, enacts army reforms, approves new equipment standards, makes decisions on all issues regarding military action on the front lines. Yeah, two-handed weapons are... You get them a lot after 100 hours, okay? Not in the beginning. No two-handers in the beginning, only glaives. Glaives drop like fucking crazy. Good glaives. After 100 hours, you're gonna start receiving great swords, great axes, skits, and so on. Great maces. And no one can wield them. Not a single fucking companion can wield two-handed weapons. Who's this Baylor? The most trusted servant of the demon lord Iskari. Among the historians of the Mendavian Crusades, he's known as the strategist of the world wound. He's not as renowned as Minyago, the conquerors of Dresden, or Hebsamira, daughter of Baphomet, but he has claimed the most major victories over the forces of Mendev. He's a general and quite possibly one of the best tacticians in the entire Abyss. I've been studying his style of warfare for years. He may seem like an ordinary demon, another typical war taskmaster. But that's a fallacy. Like a beast following a scent, he senses weakness in his enemy's defenses and strikes at them, sending soldiers to bring targeted carnage. His uncanny charisma attracts more and more soldiers to him, so he's never short on troops and sacrifices them like pawns whenever he pleases in order to achieve his victories. Kora Mazdeh is the face of the demon host. For many years, I've been gathering research on him, preparing for the day our armies would clash with his once more. Hope my counsel will help you defeat him. So far, Kora Mazdeh has known no defeats. Advisors. Scylla, have you ever commanded an army before? Not on a scale like this, of course not. I fought evil, and I know its tricks. Besides, war makes people callous, and it's always useful to have a paladin advisor around to remind you at a crucial moment what we're actually fighting for. Rigel. I have command experience, and I tend to impart to the Crusaders at least a modicum of the discipline and rigidity of the Hell Knights. The quality of Mendavian staff currently available to you leaves much to be desired. That much is certain. Mr. Big Boomo, thanks for the follow. When was my birthday? My birthday was 363 days ago. It's in 3 days from now. Itemization is fine if you go with mercs. Alright, you can respect them from level 1, you can play with your desired weapons. It's very good if you play with mercs. Itemization just sucks when you decide to go with companions. Grey Boar. I have a better understanding of killing than most. Besides, the fact that I'm not a professional soldier means I can offer you a fresh perspective and give you advice that would never occur to a career officer. And you, Odan. I served on the front lines of Mendavian army for over 25 years, and in that time I've gained wealth of combat experience. I'm considered one of the foremost experts on tactics and strategy in Queen Galfrey's officer corps. Spent my whole life studying the craft of warfare. I'm familiar with the thoughts of all prominent military leaders of the last 5 centuries. Furthermore, I wholeheartedly believe in the traditions of Mendev's military art, and will gladly share my knowledge with you, Commander. No more questions. Wanna hear opinion? Do we really need only the bravest and most capable for our infantry? We can't send untrained rookies to a slaughter. We have the right to command only those who are ready for battle, those who can defeat the enemy. We must find out who has the skill and the guts. Contests are perfect for that, and a little excitement for our warriors couldn't hurt either. We won't get many winners, but their strength will come from their prowess, not their numbers. Your proposal would leave us with an infantry full of selfish risk-takers dreaming of glory and valor. That is a bad material for a soldier. The infantry's role is to be a shield for the archers and mages. All they're required to do is follow orders and hold the line, until victory or death. Ambitious loners cherry-picked through contests of skill are not fit to perform this duty. Rigel. The infantry is a meat shield intended to catch the blade of the opposing army in its flesh. The shield must be reliable. That is all that is required of it. That is why I would like to see well-armored shield bearers as our foot soldiers. We must have the option of pitting ranks of footmen against a tide of rampaging demons, knowing with certainty that they will not scatter or die until they have completed their task. With shield bearers of yours as clumsy as a sea turtle on the land, I don't trust such inflexible tactics, especially against nimble foes like demons. Grey Boar. Like I said, I'm not a professional soldier, and matter of recruitment are not my strong suit. But what I can see plain as day is that your footmen are poorly equipped. Thanks for the follow, guys. Thanks a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of good items for Barbarian. A lot of good items for Barbarian. I agree. Swords can pierce hides, but they don't cut deep. And shields, what's a shield against a blow from a large demon? I hunted some big monsters. There's one main rule on a hunt like this. If you're after big game, bring a long sharp stick. A spear, unlike swords and axes, lets you keep your distance from the enemy. It's much lighter and can reach vital organs, not just inflict light wounds. I reckon an infantry formation bristling with spears will be a trickier prey for the demons. Very doubtful. That is not how we're used to fighting. It would be reckless. All done. Institute a draft and try to amass as many new soldiers from Mendev and other lands as we can. We always drawn our strength from our zeal and our determination to oppose evil. If we start holding contests or selections, we'll turn a holy crusade into a job for the chosen few and scare away future volunteers. If we try changing our tried and true tactics, we'll lose valuable time. Our army is in need of a fresh blood right now. Choice effects. The main barracks provide weekly recruitment growth for champions. Powerful shock infantry. All footmen are promoted to champions. The main barracks provide weekly recruitment growth for shield bearers. All footmen are promoted to shield bearers. The main barracks provide weekly recruitment growth for spearmen. Capable of destroying large enemies. All footmen are promoted to spearmen. The main barracks provide weekly recruitment growth for conscripts. Poorly trained but cheap and numerous infantry. All footmen are promoted to conscripts. (13) armor class. 12 armor class. Bigger damage. No damage. They got damage reduction 1, but poor armor class. Champions hit hard, lowest armor class. Midgety, just thanks for the sub. Thanks for 2 months. Welcome. I never said anything about Crusader stuff. Okay, that's what I'm thinking right now. I said you need to burst during CRPG time, not in turn-based spot. Knowing this game so far, and knowing the AI, and how they act in turn-based mod, They always go for clerics and ranged units. Marksmen's, archers. But for some reason, they love ignoring melee units, especially damage dealing melee units. And those would be champions. Jermu, thanks for the follow. Why do this? With the right positioning, I can hurt with champions. Shield bearers are there to soak up damage. They don't deal damage at all. Spearmen, they suck. I tested them. I don't even wish to discuss about conscripts. Just... that's like regular garbage. Don't need garbage. We're gonna go for burst. And I believe no one will go for champions. They're gonna keep going on clerics, on hell knights, on marksmen, archers. They'll just ignore champions. I might hit the arena once or twice myself to test the rookies. Thank you for your time, Commander. When the reforms are finished and the ranks are replenished, I will assemble the military council. I just did it because of the enemy's AI. Okay, just because of the AI, nothing else. Because I believe they won't even go for champions. They got other targets. I seen what they do during combat and what they prioritize. They love clerics. Like nothing exists on the map when you have clerics. Everyone goes for clerics. Like it's the only unit on the floor. Alright. If they can't reach clerics, then they're gonna go for your archers. We built one of each. And we know training grounds are bugged. They don't work. That's why I'm not building them. Now, I don't know if bonus from hospitals stack or not. I really can't tell that. Trees of Home. Stone Maze. Gloomy Gorge. Sorcerer's Fortress. Keeper's Canyon. Hamlet of Sork. Gargoyle Canyon. Villaret Ford. How many spots do we got? Yeah. A citadel increased the time of the siege of the fort by 3 days. Only one citadel can be built in each fort. I should build a citadel in every fort there is, so I can actually defend every citadel. Garrison archery range, increase recruitment growth for the main archery range by 25%. Only one garrison archery range can be built in each fort. Push down. All allied units within the fort area of control, +1 bonus to attack, armor class saving throws initiative. Increase material points income by 3. Finance points income by 200 if there are no buildings that provide recruitment growth in the fort. If there are no buildings provide a recruitment growth, we need to place a citadel In supply and watchtower, bloody everywhere. That's what it seems like to me. Citadel, in supply, watchtower. 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 I believe it's the right option. I heard training grounds are bugged. Alright, instead of giving 10% bonus damage, you receive 90% negative damage. Okay, you don't deal damage, you deal 90% less damage. That's how people told me, at least. Hospitals stack. Okay. Which means everything stacks. Citadel. In. Supply. Watchtower. Buy. Citadel. In. Supply. Watchtower. Citadel. In. Supply. Watchtower. I should have a lot of resources in a week from now. Citadel. In. Supply. Watchtower. A lot of resources. A fucking lot in a week from now. Plus the delayed time of the siege by 3 days. Is also quite good. You make it safe. And your army can reach nearly everywhere in 3 days, I guess. Alright. Save it. We got them all. Now in Dresden, since hospitals can stack, let's see what else can stack. We got points. We could build for 17k is enough. 1000. What stacks? A watchtower browser? No. Only one training, no. Smithy bonus attack for all trainable units around. No. Essentially increase energy points income by 4. White. Expansion. But we're gonna need those energy points later on. We're gonna build another one. Right over there. Military Academy, 1 bonus attack armor class saving throws for all trainable units. It's very expensive, I wouldn't do it. But we can make like 2 hospitals, I guess. Arsenal. Plus 1 bonus to armor class for all trainable units ejecting build. No. Apothecary provides 10% bonus to HP for all trainable units in adjective buildings. 10 bonus to energy for all generals. 1 more hospital and that's it. 4 hospitals. It should be enough. It should really be enough. I built everything I could. No events, no decrees. We can rest and we get the fuck out. We play something new now. I built those watchtowers to delay attacks for 3 days. That's why I'm building them. It says it needs 3 more days for them to conquer. And in 3 days I'll arrive with my army, no matter where. Simple as that. My pet, by the way. Can you wear something? Anything. You can have a belt. Raise constitution a bit. Damage reduction. Athletics intimidate.
All this waiting bores me. No one stands in my way.
Prolonged for 6 hours. Yeah.
I have a new idea for a new pastime for you and your little friends. Picnics mongrel style. Rat tail soup, salad made from suspect mutated mushrooms, and constant attacks from cave monsters on all sides while you eat.
That sounds like it will be all the rage next season.
Let's see if anything changes. If not, up we go.
Onwards!
With what team though? I don't know. I will need to respect Greybore, but for that I'll need save files. To make a spare copy of save files. Let's do it quickly. I'm gonna respect Greybore. Transfer files. Spare copy, can't hurt. If the game decides to shit on my saves. Did I use any? Are you shitting me, Iggy? Do you know how buggy Kingmaker was? Imagine with mods. I believe for vanilla version mods didn't even exist. No, there is no need for mods of Kingmaker. Have you learned how to deal with kingdom things? Or not? You better learn how it functions. Was 10 competence bonus on perception checks. Disorient when you confirm a crit with any bow. $30,000. 34,000. New wine. Cook a tasty dish. The perception check goggles. Quite good. Garbage. I think this was for respec here in the end. Let's hope the game won't crash. All I need to do is Grey Boar. I put 1 point into Ranger when I was hunting a dragon.
Battles await.
One very precious point. Everyone else are fine. Camellia, maybe. Maybe I do something with Camellia. I don't know. I really don't know what to do with her anymore. It's the only companion I actually don't know what to do with. Greybeard came with level 10 to us as a slayer. Not a big deal. Strikes. Flank. He gains nothing. Absolutely nothing. All we can do is intelligence. Get those free skill points. Just like that. Get a third attack. Or just make him resistant to anything mind affecting with Slippery Mind. Slippery Mind is great. It's absolutely great, but I'll give him buffs to sustain for now. Till the next feat. I can give it on level 14 with Slippery Mind. You don't have improved critical. Improved critical is also quite good. As well as 2-weapon combat third attack. But it's at minus 10 penalty, you know. And improved critical is just straight up broken. Do you need anything else? You need shake it off. You need shake it off, you need improved crit. You need improved initiative. And you need vital strike. Yeah, you need vital strikes too. Those 4 feats. We can start with improved crits. I want him to hurt. Now he came with what? With Dwarven War Axe. Okay, Dwarven War Axe it is. From Mythic Feats, we're gonna go with less stance so he can actually survive. We can go with... Let's see, with fucking what now? I could give him an extra feat also. Improved critical mythic. Mythic 2-weapon fighting also available. Mythic abilities. Mythic sneak attack. Mythic power attack. Devastating attacks. Roll with this now. Unrelenting assault for him. I don't see anything bugged. Everything looks fine to me. Everything looks fine to me. Out! Yeah, the game loves glaives for some reason. I know. Now the question is where to go. Should I do land quest or not? What? What now? A new decree. The development of the art of war. They who do not seek to know their enemy and fail to forgive new paths to victory will inevitably fall. The secret of success lies in officers' steadfast focus and strategy to learn from past experience and preparation of soldiers for the future battles. Issue decree. Wait for the result. God damn it, they cost a lot. straight broken how much they cost. I really wanna try this and clear them out. I think it's gonna connect. It should connect. I don't know. Broken Phylactery of Stevanius the Rat and a Magician's Ring. A lot of archers. Skeletons. Green Gate is definitely the closest one. We need land for this. Let's do land quest. Traveling merchant. I told him to get me magical thingies, yeah. Sigil of Destruction. Doubles the threat range of the wearer's kinetic blasts. Kineticist everywhere. Ghost Touch Light Mace. Meta Magic Rod. Bolstered. Mental perfection is only 10,000. Intelligence, wisdom, charisma. Take some of those scrolls of restoration. We're gonna need them. Exotic, but no one uses exotics. I don't know, maybe it won't be all exotics. That's the last thing I need to check. That I don't know what to tell him to acquire. Magical thing is, it's most for kineticist. Encounter.
Move out.
Squires. What? Of all the scrolls the Intendian gave us, you chose this one? Really? I'm curious this was a problem. How are we gonna face our mentor now? It's just a spell. It won't Long story short, it will help us against the demons. We still want to be safe from the demons, don't we? Seems like we got reinforcements, and he's the commander, no less. Point at the moving sprouts. What is that? A cluster of flexible, elongated, pulsating objects. Sprouts of plants whose behavior seems highly uncharacteristic for plants. You can call it a demon trap. It's definitely a demon trap. They only look like rows that are wider at the base and narrower at the ends and suddenly gain the ability to move. I'm trying to say like tentacles. We don't use words like this here. Like pollen. The plant shoots are full of pollen. Who are you? Crusaders, Commander, Squires of Sir Alfred. What happened to you? Escorting rescued prisoners to Canabras. There's an issue. Those that are rescued now pursue us. So our leader and mentor, noble Sir Alfred, decided to take a defensive position and fight. We tried to get ready for battle. So where is your leader? Sir Alfred. He's here and hurrying to appear before you. It's the Asimar. My sincere greetings to the Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade, the hero of the battle for Canabras and the battle for Dresden. Meeting you is indisputable honor for me. I'm Sir Alfred, a loyal follower of Divine Medea, a knight, a nobleman, and a crusader. These young men are my squires. The knight interrupts himself and turns his gaze to sprouts springing forth from the ground. What is this? As we're about to depart the garrison, the intendant arcanist gave us a scroll that creates a demon trap. We decided now is the best time to use it. It's a very good trap. They can firmly hold a demon. These rope-like moving sprouting pseudopods have the optimal shape to grab and immobilize a demon. Play along. Stay silent. Why don't you just call them tentacles? The first squire grows pale. The second one clutches his chest and steps back. A martyred expression appears on Sir Alfred's face. He seems to struggle for a moment and he says, I respect your opinion immensely, Commander, for it is born out of your wisdom and experience, and yet it does not seem to me that these wine-like magic devices deserve to be called like that. But still, what's your problem with tentacles? The squire gives you an accusing look. I'm flattered by the interest of such a heroic leader in my humble self, but if you will allow me, I would prefer not to answer the question about my issues with the limbs typical of octopuses and other sea creatures. They are connected to a harrowing and traumatic episode in my past, one I prefer not to remember. I'm positive that compared to the scale of affairs and tests the leader of the Crusades must face every day, this is insignificant and hardly worthy of mention. Forgive us our tactless questions, noble sir. Every person has a right to have secrets of his or her own. It will be most disrespectful of us to infringe on this right. Thank you for your tact and sympathy, my noble comrade in the crusade and my kindred in celestial blood. No, I just can't take it anymore. Why did the Duchess say that? Here I stand waiting for a story that will make a brutal veteran blush, but instead he just spews out dull pleasantries. He said it to provoke a reaction from the audience, so you or someone else would snap and start bombarding the men with questions. There are just two special virtues in this world, my dear tailed friend. The first is the ability to shut your mouth when necessary. I have this one, although I consciously choose not to use it in the most occasions. And the second one? What's the second one? Why did you stop talking? Be brave, Sir Alfred. Don't run from your fears. Say tentacles proudly and boldly, and let the shadows of your past recede. What heartfelt words. I'm humbled and grateful that you took the time to address me in the dark corners of my soul, so to speak. I feel like your words have awakened something in my soul, something worthy of a pride. Cleared up the question that troubled me. Now it's time to turn our attention to more pressing matters. Did you brief the commander and outline the gravity of our situation? Yes or no? I don't remember. You got some very nasty demon. I beg your pardon, I ask that you not judge these young men harshly. They cannot be blamed for lack of diligence. They're just young. They have not fully yet mastered the art of war and have not realized the importance of discipline. In time, they will become the pride of Crusader forces. I'm certain of it. The squire smiles as he listens to the knight's words. The second squire thrusts out his chest as he discreetly tries to wipe a clump of mud off his armor. I'll brief you myself, Commander. The monster really is pursuing us, but it's not a demon. It is something even more heinous and unnatural, a demodant. The assessment of it is very nasty creature is accurate. My squires and I raided its lair and liberated several prisoners that this thing was going to drag to the abyss. But now the monster is coming after us. I estimate he will be here in a half an hour. We plan to fight. I'll be happy to help you. Wonderful, Commander. We're in order to fight side by side. Prepare yourself for a very nasty demodant. You'll soon be here. 33 minutes later. This fucking thing. Very nasty demodant. The creature that appears before you looks alien and disgusting even to those accustomed to the abominations of the world wound. Very nasty is a fitting description. Its flesh seems to boil and melt, and long dark growths constantly shift and stretch along its flesh. Very nasty demodant stares at Sir Alfred, a mortal with the blood of heaven, because he's an Asimar. I recognize your smell. It was you who dared break into my lair and steal my offering to my masters. For this, you will become an offering yourself. You and everyone with you. Are you trying to threaten me with your puny weapon? It would barely scratch me, but I can crush you like a maggot. I'm the commander of a fifth crusade, and these people are under my protection. You threatened the wrong person, beast. Be afraid, monster, for the final hour of villainy in the land of Golarion has come. Don't try to threaten me with your might, your invincibility, or even those. The knight casts a very glance at the demodant's ever-shifting skin growths, disgusting appendages. But the strength of a true knight is not in his shield, sword, or armor. A brave heart is my sword, and my faith is righteous cause my shield. Yet even more importantly, he glances at you, then grins at the monster. This knight has the power of tentacles. Will you die?
None shall
Oh my
escape!
god, are you moron? Are you a moron? That's a level 20 nasty demon. That thing ain't a fucking joke, okay? It just ain't a joke and I'm without buffs.
Cover me, alright?
Even if the quest is funny, the fight is not. Not funny at all. At all. Magic missiles do not work against this shit. Does the bone shaker work?
Simply business. It's your time to cease to exist.
Very nasty demon. Woljeff. Why are you useless, Woljeff?
stab you or zap you. Why not both?
Ooh, Belt of Demonic Shadow. Oh, I spawned a demon. Shadow demon. Ah, we got a shadow demon, man. Hurt. Fucking hurt. Reducing. Will you fucking hit already? It will be 10 times easier with buffs. This is really insane now.
Did you see that?
Nice crit land. Nice one.
Distract them for me.
Woo, what the fuck? I dealt 101 critical with this. Would you look at the instrument of freedom, man? 101 to a very nasty Demodant with this. Holy shit. It counts as Ray. Thank God that I took this defensive stance. She would be dead by now. And she's still reducing, what's even worse. Don't die. Although she's got...
Performance is lacking.
Man, I got
You are
stronger.
lacking.
I really got stronger if I can kill Demodant without buffs. That last fight from yesterday was freaking insane though. Thank you for your help, Commander. And I thank you even more for persuading me to confront my fears. No more twisting, elongating, wine-like things for me. Now when I see tentacles, I will boldly exclaim, these are tentacles. I like to kill monsters that threaten me. I like to kill monsters that threaten me, especially ones with tentacles. Cutting off the tentacles with which evil grasps our homes and hearts will make the world a better place. We got an agile index, +4. Before we move on, I'd like to grant you some things. Allow me to present you with a small gift. Man, a bloody shadow demon. From a belt. Prisoners, Sir Alfrey. Anything hidden? No. Demodant, didn't left a thing. But we got the X. 12.5. +4, finesse wielding. Index. Agile. You can just apply dexterity to damage rolls with an agile weapon in place of strength. You really got shit items. That's a hand axe too. Crushing cold. +3 adamantine frost, finesse wielding. Straight +3 dwarven vorax. He's proficient with dwarven voraxes and I can't find dwarven voraxes. What changes? Damage changes by a lot. It's just easy money, nothing else.
Rules are made to be broken.
Together, we
I welcome your company.
Very nasty demodent. Apply buffs, you'll miss less. What the fuck is this now? The development of the art of war. It's done. Morale is high. 30 days for the Banner of Conquest. We're good. It depends what main class you play also, alright? Then it depends on a mythic path. And for offensive, it's not only buffs that you play with team feats. You need outflank. You need precise strikes, and it's gonna be better. They're gonna miss way much less. A traveling merchant again. Well, we can check those exotics for a traveling merchant, at least that. Man, you appeared twice in less than 10 minutes. Show me your wares. I told him to get exotics. Shield of a Holy Thorn. It's a spiked holy heavy shield. It behaves like a holy weapon, dealing an extra 2d6 points of holy damage to the opponent. What? Physical might, holy thorn, lone wolf scale mail, immunity to flanking, heavy shield of elemental protection, +2 resists. Divine Protector, Mitra. I love the damage like a fucking maniac. Holy damage. But it's expensive. And it's 37,000, I will need to sell. Extra damage to all creatures of evil alignment. They're both +3s. I can give the other one to Scylla. Heavy shield of innate trust for these combat maneuvers. I need money for this one though. Illume, thanks for the follow. We need money for this one. I need to start selling. Let's sort this by value. Once per day, the owner of this token can choose any skill and rub this token to get +5 circumstance bonus to the chosen skill checks for an hour. Cool one. Kineticist rod. Mirror image. Diamonds. Box pustules. Mass dimension door. Tsunami. Master 9. Overwhelming presence. Lol, I got good hope. I got 11 charges of good hope. Fucking hell. Really? It was in my inventory. I think I looted it in Pulura's temple. But I completely forgot. Very nice to have good hope so early on. Lesser extend meta magic. Hey, just lesser extend. Sell it. I need money. I need a lot of money. Cure moderate. No need. Sell. Bone shaker is nice. Remove disease is always nice. 27,000, I need 10,000. What about my spare weapons? Nature's Choler. Whatever. +3 corrosive. Go, sell. Deal. Give me a shield of Holy Thorn. I'm gonna be so much stronger now. What happens with my damage? 10 to 15. 13 to 18. +12. +19. Jesus. Not to mention that I'm fatigued, okay? When I rest, it's gonna grow even more. Because I'm freaking fatigued. Shield is just straight up broken. Just till I rest, then I'll check the real values. 37 armor class. 33 flat-footed. And there is a mitral. Damage reduction 5 against magic. Okay, we'll have some defense against magic if needs be. I can't wait to see my damage once I rest. I made him good now. Shield bearer is good now. If you can even call the class a fucking shield bearer. The class should be called Shield Smacker. Something like that. Alright. Wrecking Shield. I mean, come on. Who deals damage with a shield? And what's even worse, I think it's gonna be on 21 when I rest. With even better damage. I don't know if I can troll with 2 shields. Can I troll with 2 shields? Scylla. Give me that. You can't troll with 2 shields. Ah, shit. Shit. I want to go with 2 shields as weapons. Alright, doesn't matter. Get on with the army. Save and rest. We got mulled wine. Cooking bonus to all skill checks for a day. All armor penalties on skill checks are reduced by 2 for a day. Weapon damage rolls +2. Monster casserole. We can cook one. I'm close to Kenabres. You won't get tired if I do this. How close am I? Oh, they get tired. No, we switch this. No, not yet. What was it? Cheese crostata, 6 more hours prolong. We're gonna TP back, so it's fine. Yeah, camouflage. Hope I won't get ambushed. And I wanted to check the demon army if I can win. Let's go. There's the last one remaining in this entire area. And there's a lot of them. Is there a general? There's not. This still hurt a lot. So we burst them. Now I can play. What are these 40 skeletal champions? Classic bones. Wait, all of my units turned into champions now? I don't have footmen anymore. Man, they all turned into these beasts. But I had around 450. Now it's 161. They don't give a fuck about cold. That's it. How come you can't deal damage with cure wounds on undead? They need to change that shit, okay? They really need to change that shit. Hold them. Fuck these champions, man. That's a burst. That's a bloody burst, you know. Having relieved the last undead from their curse, the clerics discovered an artifact emanating wild energy that had been attracting the living dead to this place. After carefully sealing their find with protective spells, the clerics brought it to the commander. Magician's Ring. Competence bonus and all use magic device skill checks. Increases the save DC against all spells of the illusions. That the wearer casts by 2. Broken Phylactery of Stevanius the Rat. Stevanius became known as the Ratan after his act of treachery. An apprentice of Zacharius, a great hero of the Crusade, Stevanius deserted on the eve of the battle for the Last Chapel and dedicated himself to the forbidden art of necromancy. When the Inquisitors caught up with him, Stevanius made an outrageous claim that his master, the valiant Zacharias, He had also been practicing necromancy, using his dark secrets against the demons. Shortly afterwards, Stevanius managed to escape, killing the warriors sent to arrest him. According to his journal, his next undertaking was a ritual that was supposed to transform him into a lich, an immortal master over the undead. The details of the ritual are now lost, but all the research into the undead points out that such potent magic cannot possibly exist. The tragic death of Stevanius the Rattan, who failed to achieve immortality and ended up a mindless undead, serves as yet further proof of this. We leveled up. Finally. Flanking grants +4 bonus to attack instead of +2. The general gains 10% more experience points and additional feat at level 20. You can go all the way up to level 20. Defeating an enemy army adds 1000 finance points. All units in the army have +2 bonus to damage per level of this feat. Increase the maximum size of the army. All enemy units have -15 penalty to combat morale per level of this feat. I like 4 out of 6. These two are whatever, I like this 4. And I think I like Zealous Student the most. He gained 10% more experience points and add additional feat at level 20. At level 20 he will become a fucking beast, man. Very good. Extremely good, although Master of Maneuver 3 is also equally important for the size of the army. But Zealous Student, man. Bonus experience. I thought generals can only go up to level 10. They can go up to level 20. Zealous Student. Definitely. What's this? We got mercenaries now. Spearmen, clerics, conscripts, hell knights, champions, archers. Scouts. I want clerics. Conscripts. Shield bearers. Spearmen. Search. Free search for new units. Hell Knights. Recruit. Clerics. That will be it. Dude. What's this now? Expeditionary Corps of the Order of the Nail is ready to set out for Dresden to aid the Crusaders with bringing the light of civilization to the savage wastes of the wound. 10 Hell Knights are recruited at the commander's headquarters. Then we got tons of available decrees now. Skill Craftsman can do some work on a relic. The crusade depends on the support of Nerosian and foreign countries. Diplomatic Council will see to it that no political problems interfere with the regular inflow of gold and recruits to Dresden. Skilled Craftsman can restore a relic. Another decrease being okay. Blessing of Bastet energy points income increases by 1. Relics of Delamere. Pilgrims will arrive to honor the Holy Relic. 12 clerics, 20 rangers. Relic. Fate of the Voracious Jump. Relic. Crusade morale. Relic. Relic. Diplomatic Council. Leadership. We can upgrade to rank 3 with leadership. Same applies with all of them. Progress is at maximum. Diplomacy needs to be upgraded now. Let's go and deal with Lance Quest. In army can move 1 more unit. Grave Warren, what I plan to do with him. There's not much to say, okay, he already comes with Dwarven War Axes. From Mythic Path, last stand so he can't get down, to weapon fighting Mythic. There were also some good Mythic feats for this one. Mythic improved crits. Mythic toughness. Unrelenting assault to stack that damage rolls. That would be it for Mythic feats. To improved to weapon fighting Mythic also. Where was this shit now? For this, I went with Outflank, I went with Precise Strike. With improved crit. That about it, you know. What I'll do next, I don't have a fucking clue. But this is how it looks like for Great War. He's solid, you know, but I can't find the Dwarven War Axe. I just can't find it. Hey, my mother made me a birthday cake 3 days earlier, but she made me a cake. I'm gonna go and get 2 slices, be right back very fast, and then we'll move on. 1 minute.